This is Male Rights Activist Podcast, episode 123, where we focus on relationships, sports, and pop culture from a managed point of view. First of all, we want to thank our listeners, our new ones, our OGs. Thank you for hanging with the fellas.
What up?
On today's show, a guy gets revenge on a high school basketball coach that he hated.
Ooh, can we do that one first?
A dude gets beat to death by his wife.
This woman, I'm sure, is a role model for my ex-wife.
You ain't lying, dude. Kathy Lee tells her Bill Cosby story. And Dr. Dre hasn't spoken to his daughter in 17 years. Eesh. All that and more. Right now. This is MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal, where men come to talk and women come to eavesdrop. I am Kyle.
I am Kamal.
And we're saving relationships one listener at a time, man. Kamal, have you ever watched a movie that you ain't watched in forever and be like, man, this was better than I thought, or damn, this wasn't as good as I thought?
Yeah. A bunch of stuff.
Dog, I watched Menace to Society on Friday for the first time in like over 20 years. I used to watch that with my high school sweetheart every single day, Kamal. Knew it by heart, watched it with the homies all the time. I watched that and Friday. Let me tell you something, man. Menace is better than I remembered as a movie, and Friday was a lot worse, dog.
Yeah, I don't, to me, Friday doesn't hold up.
Not at all. I was like, woo, I used to love this damn movie. I was sitting looking at my watch like, come on, dog, are you serious right now?
But honestly, I've always said this, man. My favorite out of the series was the second one.
Okay, I couldn't watch the second one because I didn't. After the first one hurt me so bad, I was like, I can't. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but watching it right after Menace, I was like, oh hell no, this ain't.
Oh yeah,
this ain't what I thought, man. I mean, I did like the themes of the father son. I didn't so much stuff I didn't see, and now that I'm into writing, so I'm watching for that stuff. And the theme with that both movies had themes of father and son. With Katie Kane, he had 4 different father figures, man. I was like, man, I didn't realize how good Menace was. Have you seen it in a while?
I've seen clips, but no, I haven't watched the entire movie in a while, man.
Man, watch it, dog. I mean, because I was like, damn, man, this is deep. Like, I didn't remember how violent it was, but when I was a kid, man, I just thought it was funny and niggas was getting shot. That's all I remember. We was quoting lines. This shit was a comedy as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I watched it this time. I was like, oh my God, this is gripping. This is about a young man going from a little baby boy to a hardened criminal. I never noticed.
Yeah, what was I going to say? Boys in the Hood doesn't hold up either, in my opinion.
I'm afraid to watch it, dog, to be honest. I'm afraid to watch it, man.
It's just some of the stuff is kind of corny.
That's what they said when the Hughes brothers was like, man, we about to make Boys in the Hood look like an after-school special.
They're so arrogant, man. They're so arrogant. All you need to do is listen to like them retell the tale of the Tupac scuffle.
Man, I heard them retell this tale of the Tupac scuffle. It made me mad at Tupac. Well,
I'm just saying like how tough they are in their version.
Oh yeah.
It's like Tupac swung on him. Man, I feel like somebody was like, a little baby tapping you on the back of the head. It's like, come on, man. A grown man punch you in the back of the head.
A grown man fully yoked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just say, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't hurt. He hauled off and hit me, but, I was able to take it. He like, it felt like, you ever felt like, the wind blows you a little too hard? You
ever had your wife tickle your face? You ever felt a feather? You know a feather? You ever felt a feather like just drop and float down and then land like on your jaw? And you're like, what the fuck did this feather land on my jaw for?
That's what it was like with Tupac punching.
When that nigga hit me with all his might, that's exactly what it felt like. Nigga, you went extras on it, nigga. I see that shit. What do you remember? Can you think of anything that you watched besides Friday that was like, ooh, this wasn't what I thought?
Well, it's a lot of childhood stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of childhood movies, things that I like when I was younger. It's like, this don't really do it for me, man. I'll say this. For me, it was perfect, but I showed my son Skills The Goonies like 4 or 5 years ago.
I just watched that too again.
And he just thought it was all right.
I'm
thinking like, are you serious? I'm like, oh my gosh, look, like the danger. And he was just like, all right. When it was over, he was like, all right, cool. And went in his room and played video games.
That's the hard part about showing our kids. Because I'm like, man, I can't believe I just showed my kids a Karate Kid. That held the fuck up, by the way. And I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it was just me. Maybe it's because it's a cinematic masterpiece. That held up. But I am afraid to like show them certain things because like if we watched Coming to America together and they thought it was whack, I don't know if I can handle still being my sons. You know what I mean? I might have to turn on them, start shooting. Well, that's because you know, just start dissing and shit. I don't know if I can handle that, man. Hey, man, so two vaccines seem to be on the way, man. I don't know who is it, Pfizer and somebody, Moderna. And they're saying it's 90% effective. I think the UK is moving forward. How do you feel about these vaccines coming our way, man? Are you gung-ho or are you like, I don't know about that?
I'm gung-ho, man. And I know a lot of people, especially our people, ain't gonna fuck with it, man.
Yeah, buddy.
You know what I'm saying? They catch that second wave. They get that second wave of iPhones and stuff like that. Wait for them to work the kinks out. Yeah. I'll say this, man. I'm gonna take the shit because I'm sick of like worrying about every time I go somewhere. Oh, man, do I got that shit? Do I got that shit? So I'm still gonna wear my mask, but it's like I'll be able to breathe easier, man. Yeah. You know, I just got my test results back, man. I took the.
Did you, man? Drum roll, please. I've been waiting to find out, man. So
I told you.
You rolled the dice and did the thing that you wasn't supposed to do on Thanksgiving. You went to a party, had 50 people in there, man. Y'all was drinking.
No.
Y'all was in the Club Metro.
Nah, man. I went to my mom's house to pick up some food, and one of my family members later on tested positive.
Man, the way you tell it, you sound like the Hughes brothers right now, man. I just ran it. You sound like the nigga that went to the strip club. What's the nigga's name? From the Clippers.
Lou Williams.
Lou Williams, thank you. He just ran into the to the bucket naked and ordered the Lou Williams special of chicken and ran back out. And then, he had to quarantine. So that's what I'm hearing you say. You just ran in mom's house with your mask on. You had 3 masks on that day. You had the N95 and all that, and then you ran out. But on the real,
you forgot the face guard.
You had the face guard too.
I had the face guard and the hazmat suit. And I burned my clothes when I got outside. Got back to my car.
Gloves on.
Drove home naked.
Yeah, exactly. So what really happened?
Nah, man. So like what I'm saying, one of my relatives tested positive, so we was all a little freaked out. Everybody got their results back before us, and they were all negative. So it was like, dude, it'd be fucked up if everybody's negative except us. And your results came back, man. We was negative.
You are not the father.
Yeah, man. That is like one of the. I'll say my first AIDS test.
I remember that.
My first pregnancy test.
I remember that too. Failed. I failed the pregnancy, passed the AIDS.
You failed you passed the AIDS.
Actually,
the pregnancy.
I passed the pregnancy. She lied. But go ahead.
Yeah. Like what I'm saying. It was the same.
The same heartbeat.
It was the same.
My pops just had a
anxiety.
Test, bro. He just had a test because he had a guy. I'm telling his business. Oh well, he had a. My dad is. He's got lung cancer and diabetes. So we was nervous, man. Pops had to get a test because, one of his associates got it and he had just interacted with him. Let's say it like that. So he just went over to dude's house or whatever. So anyway, but the point is, and the dude ended up having it, and his boy, a couple of his boys got it, but my pops came back negative. So I'm thankful for that, man. I don't have the same fear you have, Kamal, because I had that shit back in January. Had all the symptoms. I know I didn't get confirmed because it wasn't really out yet, quote unquote. But so I walk around feeling like I already had the shit. I'm still cautious. I still mask up, but I have that little bit of insurance. So I understand your feeling of, man, taking this vaccine is going to give me some, insurance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know. See, one thing about us, man, we don't trust the government. We don't trust anything.
Us, meaning black people.
What I'm gonna do is, man, I'm gonna go in, take my vaccine, and I'm gonna take this shit immediately after like some white woman.
That's what
I know they looking out for her.
You gotta do that, man.
I can't go to the hood. I can't go to like a free clinic in the hood or nothing like that. I gotta go to like Cedars and
ask a white woman to get 2 for you.
One for her, one for her kid.
One for her daughter. Yeah. Her daughter.
Her daughter, yeah.
Yeah. Her beautiful white daughter. Could I have another one for my beautiful white daughter? Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah. You can. What about you? Well, can I have one? Oh, you get one from this box, sir.
Give him the other box. Nah, don't give me that bullshit. But that's what it's like being black in America, man. That's how we really feel. We laughing, but we really feel like that, man.
We don't trust the government.
Fuck that. We remember how, come on, it's too much fuckery, man. We saw what they did to Magic Johnson, man. We ain't falling for that shit.
And Easy. We saw what they did to Easy.
We saw what they did to Magic and Easy, nigga. We ain't stupid. We know what's up.
Michael Jackson, Prince.
Come on, nigga. Ain't nobody dumb. Nigga, we woke.
Conrad Murray is an agent.
Nigga, we paying attention. Eyes wide open. Anyway, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, though, man. They say 90% effective, so I'm hoping that it is because I'm ready for this. I'm ready for us to get back to normal, man. But before we get to the next topic, man, LeVar, shouts out to LeVar Ball, man. All three of his sons are in the NBA. His third son made it to your team, the Detroit Pistons. Come out, we're very critical of this man. You don't like that he's on. How do you feel about his son being on the Pistons?
Hopefully he just doesn't make the team. No bullshit, man. I hope he makes it in the NBA.
Yes,
just not on Detroit.
Team. Got it.
Nah, because honestly, man, I don't want, if he doesn't play, I don't want him just talking shit. The father, undermining the coach and all of that. Like the only way we can win is if his son plays 45 minutes a game and shoots 30 times. It's like, man, we don't want to hear that shit, man.
Yeah, destroying your team. I feel what you're saying, man. When we come back, man, we got some feedback. Then after that, we have a post-nut mode story from a guy who got a chance to get some revenge on this basketball coach. Did he capitalize? Find out next. It's MRA Podcast. Hey, what's up, guys? I sure hope you're enjoying the show. If you like it, I invite you to go to our website, themrapodcast.com, and catch up on over 100 episodes that we have in store for you.
You ain't working, you might as well check us out.
And if you want some more, go over to The World According to Cheryl and check me out on Cheryl Underwood's podcast. We post content there every single day. We have her normal radio show labeled SUR, and then the Cheryl Underwood podcast, where we get in her personal business every Friday. Then on the weekends, we have the specialty shows that range from Late Night Cupcake into Auntie Cheryl's House Party to our gospel show, Spiritual Nourishment.
You gotta check out The World According to Cheryl, even though I ain't on it.
We got some feedback, homie.
Do we now?
Yes. It says, my sister started listening to your show just because she saw the cover art and thought you guys looked cute. Now it's her favorite show, and she got me into it as well. Keep up the good work, man. I would love it, even if you were not both so handsome. That's from Shelly in Rancho. Man, she did not leave a number, Kamal. How you feel about the feedback, dog?
Oh, this makes me feel great, man.
Yeah, I hear you, dog.
It makes me feel great. So now I have to make sure I always look like I do in the promo picture.
I see, man, you got your hat on today looking fresh, man. You're freshman. Just in case we shooting again, man.
Just in case.
Hey, man, it makes me feel good, too, man. It's always nice when, even no matter what you look like, too, man. If a woman shows any kind of love, it gives us energy. When we come back, we have a post-nut story from a guy who got a chance to get some revenge on his basketball coach. Did he capitalize? Find out next. It's the MRA Podcast. According to Webster's dictionary, being in post-nut mode is when you have a clear mind and you can make sound decisions as if you just busted a nut.
Yeah, I don't know if Webster actually said that.
No, he didn't. But our listener Big Easy Q told us all about it, and we can relate. Women, men. So listen, if you have a story of when you did something foolish.
In pre-nut mode?
Yeah, something really dumb. Maybe it was top crime. Especially something in pre-nut mode you don't want nobody to know about. Hit us up, and we'll tell the world. We can all laugh at your expense, and hopefully you'll learn from your mistakes.
Aristotle once said, the results of pre-nut mode is the best teacher. I think he said some shit like that.
Send us your stories at dearirby@themrapodcast.com. That's dearirby@themrapodcast.com. And now, it's time for a post-nut mode story, only on the MRA Podcast. Here we go. This one is from Pierce in L.A. Kamal, this one is for you because when I was in high school, I played basketball. My coach didn't like me neither. He let me on the team, but it seemed like I couldn't do nothing right. He used to diss me in front of my teammates, so I hated this guy. Disgusting.
I'm already a kindred spirit with this man already.
Man, I've been there too, bro. In high school, and junior high school, and college, man. So I know this feeling, man. Actually, junior high and college. Anyway, his wife was an algebra teacher at the school, and she was always nice. I had a feeling she liked me, But you know how it is. I didn't think she really liked me like that because she was an older lady and I was a kid. I came up with the bright idea to get close to his wife, thinking maybe she would put in a good word for me. I started staying in her class during lunch, and next thing I know, she started bringing food for me. It was working. We started getting closer and closer, but then I found out she don't even like her husband, so she couldn't really put in a word. I was going to abort the mission, but by the time I found out it was a lost cause, I really kind of started to like this lady. Then one day at lunch, I could tell we was about to cross the line. I got right up on her, and she stopped me. But then she invited me to her house after school. Ooh, I know his heart was beating. My heart would have been beating through my shirt, Kamal.
I wouldn't have made it.
I knew my coach wasn't going to be there because we had practice. I missed practice and fucked my coach's wife in his bed right next to a goofy-ass picture of him in a fishing hat.
Excellent.
That is hilarious, dude. I had to run the next day for missing practice, but it was worth it. That's from Pierce in L.A. Kamal, how do you feel about that story, dog?
Man, I would have ran them laps with a smile on my face. Running lines and stuff like that, running suicides, just looking at him, smiling.
Wow,
Like, you bitch ass. I mean, this is the greatest story ever, man. This actually needs to make it to the screen. Somebody needs to write this story.
I love it too.
I mean, honestly, I have like fables and stuff like that, like, you know, the tortoise and the hare, all of that shit. This, Pierce in L.A., this is the story that needs to go on for generations and generations, just as a warning to them bitch ass coaches and stuff like that.
Disrespect.
Now, from what I hear, Coach Johnson was gay, so I probably cannot seek revenge on this man like that. I couldn't do what Pierce did.
That is funny.
From what I understand, but
from what I
this
understand, based on some newspaper clippings that I may not have read and have them stapled to my wall.
Him in this closet that's chained up that my family can never see.
Yeah, wow, man. Yeah, come out. I still feel a little bad because I know. I mean, it's like, man, you had to feel some guilt there, man. But that feeling of like, man, fuck you very much, had to feel somewhat good for Pierce in L.A., dog.
Yeah, ordinarily, man, I'm not a fan of like, you know, messing with the next man's wife. Yeah. That is a big no for me.
Yeah,
especially when they're married, man, because you never know how, you know. I think dudes be tripping when it's their wife more than like the girlfriend.
Absolutely.
Because nigga, this bitch made me take vows and stuff like that.
Man.
I've been monogamous for 4 years. That's when motherfuckers gotta die when you realize how much ass they gave up to be with this chick.
You realize that you signed a bogus deal, and I've been holding my end of the bargain, and she getting her back blown out. All she had to do was tell me. We could have both had some fun.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what sends like husbands into a rage, man. Mm-hmm. So Pierce got lucky that you know, Coach didn't have like food poisoning, have to come home early or the runs.
God, that would have been crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, salute, man. You can, you know. Not too many people can say they did that. You
ain't lying, man. When we come back, man, what the hell is going on with Malik Beasley? There are a whole lot of layers in this drama, and we will break it down when we come back. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey, guys, if you're digging the show, then please tell somebody. People might say something to you like, hey, man, you know, what podcast you listening to? And that's when you say the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal.
Or the MRA Podcast with Kamal and Kyle.
Kamal, Malik, first of all, shouts out to the brothers that are getting hired by President-elect Biden. I'm hearing there's an Eisenhower brother in there, man, so that's always love. You said it's a brother as Secretary of Defense. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, but back to the foolishness. Malik Beasley. All right. This guy right here, man, he's a nomination for the This Nigga Here Award. First, he flirts with Larsa Pippen on social media weeks before he meets up with her. Then he says, because he says, I don't want to treat you like a queen, which is weird. Like, why would you do that in public? It makes me wonder, was him and his wife already broken up? And then he's seen with Malik and with Larsa Pippen, still married, by the way, to my main man, Scotty, walking in the mall in Miami on his birthday weekend. Now, you talk about, you know how the rules, Kamal. Your birthday usually belongs to your lady, especially if you got kids.
Mm-hmm.
Your wife is the main kidnapper of birthdays. But according to Malik Beasley was with the new chick. Side piece. Or new chick, we don't know. Then his wife sees it. She posted she's shocked. I'm not sure if she was really shocked or if she was safe in face. Larsa Pippen gets dragged online. Larsa Pippen's son, Scottie Pippen Jr., got to take the brunt of his mama being foul. Oh, that's embarrassing. My main man is getting... People are not even at him. They just talking about him. He's liking posts. People saying, man, I feel bad for Scottie Pippen Jr. And he's liking the post. Oh, that's embarrassing. Then he gives like some, I'm focused on my blah, 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 whatever he said. But he acknowledged that his mom was out there doing her thing and then he was unbothered. But you could tell he was bothered. And then Mrs. Beasley files for divorce. Now, here's a crazy part, Kamal. I totally forgot about this. We talked about this on episode 64. Go back and listen to it. It was a good one. There was a fight between a brother that played for the Broncos who went to USC and a basketball player in the lobby of a fancy apartment building. The basketball player is walking around pacing with his shirt off. One of those, when this nigga get here, it's on. The football dude walks in the lobby and they throw down. Woo, 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 woo. Football dude gets the best of him. They take it outside. Allegedly, the football nigga puts him away. The football nigga gets on one of his socials, like, I just had to whoop a nigga's ass because a nigga tried me, whoop-de-whoop, and all that type of shit. I didn't realize, it didn't come out later, that was Malik Beasley that was fighting the football dude.
Fighting the Sue Cravens.
Over his wife. His soon-to-be wife, Kamal. What the hell's going on, dog, from your point of view?
Seems like this young kid, Beasley, likes drama. He likes drama, man. And if he's going to do drama, he's going to do drama big. He's going to do it big. Being seen in public with Larsa Pippen holding hands. I mean, you pretty much just asking, begging.
Jesus.
I mean, you begging for problems, man. Larsa Pippen's like our age, right?
She's 46, bro. She's not neither one of our ages. She's a lot older than both
she's
of us.
Well, she's a year older than me.
Oh, okay, fuck it. I try to help.
But it's all good, man. Yeah, man. She's too old to be doing shit like this.
That's
in the mall with somebody, some
in the
kid.
Mall? How old are you?
Holding
You're in the mall.
hands.
What are you, R. Kelly? Why are you at the mall?
Right. Holding hands and stuff like that, man. Like, dude, this dude is like a couple years older than her son, man. Like, and her son's good. They might be peers. It might be who was it fighting again, man? It might be Golden Tate and
oh wow, I remember.
Who was that? Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, the Ram and the former Seahawk.
Yeah, man, might be another one of those incidents, man. Or what's the other one, man? Who just had some beef with somebody, called him a bitch ass nigga in basketball? Was that?
Yeah. That's the new Laker.
Was it Doc Rivers' son?
Montrez.
Nah, was it Doc Rivers' son or Seth Curry?
Seth Curry. Seth Curry's the other Curry.
And who else
was dissing? Who was he dissing?
Was it Paul George, right?
It was Paul George, man. Damn it, we are getting old, Cabal. Now, was it Seth? No, it was Steph. No, it was Seth, boy.
The boy Seth was.
The boy, the basketball boy, the light-skinned boy. What's the boy's name?
But yeah, man, it's going to be one of them situations 4 or 5 years from now when young Pip is in the league. And it's a horror foul, and people gonna forget about this. You gonna hear Pippen, oh bitch ass nigga, get texts and stuff like that.
Standing over him with nuts in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's Scottie Jr.? That's not usually like him. Yeah, nigga, because you was banging my mama while she was still married to my daddy, homie. I don't give a fuck about no estrangement. Nigga, I'm Scottie Jr., homie. I'm here to put on work on you, homie. I don't give a damn what my daddy was doing, homie.
And here's the thing. I do not like Scottie Pippen. He is my least favorite professional athlete of all time.
Down. Come on, you always say some crazy stuff, man. Who doesn't like Scottie Pippen?
This guy right here. I'm a Detroit Pistons fan. Scottie Pippen is my least favorite. Some might say I despise the man, especially because even 30 years later after the rivalry, he's still talking shit about the great Isaiah Thomas. Like, he's still talking shit.
I don't even know why we boys, man. The people you like. Ever since high school, you hung around some... No disrespect to the rest of the piece, homie. But your boys, man. Golly.
Boys are solid guys, man.
See, that's because I'm a football nigga, you a basketball nigga. So there's not many basketball dudes I can stand. Art Lloyd, but he's a football guy. Ray Jefferson, he's a football guy. Kamal Abdul-Jabbar. The list is very short, bro. I get down with Kamal, Art, and Ray Jefferson. That's my list.
Oh, man. My guys were solid. But going back to this, man.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Scottie Pippen, man, because Larsa Pippen looks like she's just, you know what I'm saying, she's thirsty, man. She's clout chasing, reality show chick. And so whatever it is to keep her name going, I'm pretty sure she probably grabbed Malik's hand. You know?
I know she did, Kamal. Have you ever seen a dude grabbing a hand? In public.
Right.
It's disgusting, dude. I'm so mad about this, man. And it's none of my damn business, but I'm mad. I'm sorry, man. Let's keep the show going. We come back, man. Dre's daughter says it's been a minute since she's seen her pops or talked to her pops. And Kathy Lee says Bill Cosby tried to kiss her. How do we feel about it? There's a twist in that Bill Cosby Kathy Lee story. You're going to find out next. It's MRA Podcast. Hey guys and gals, if you're enjoying the show, let someone know. Whatever app you're listening on, please subscribe, give us 5 stars, and leave a positive comment.
And why wouldn't you give us 5 stars and a positive comment? We're great.
Yes, we are. This helps our placement so that other people can enjoy the show as well.
And why wouldn't they? We're great.
Come out, Dr. Dre's daughter. She spoke out against Dr. Dre, man. She said she ain't talked to my guy in 17 years. And she was hoping that once him and Nicole broke up, that they might be able to connect. And I thought, does that mean that it was Nicole in the way? But then she talked about other times when she couldn't really get at him, and she wasn't around. Nicole wasn't around. She said, I hated going through third parties. If I needed him, I had to go to the studio and get bombarded and talked to by his security. What is that? Come on. I don't understand that. Come on. Does that make you look at Dre differently?
It does, but here's the thing, man. I look at the whole thing as suspect, man, because it's like security, he's not saying keep my daughter out. You know what I'm saying? Security just don't know that's his daughter. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, she ain't coming around enough. Dre ain't having her around too much, and I don't know whose fault that is. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think Dre's like, keep my kids out. It's like, no, they don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's a grown woman. Like I don't know who you are. I'm Dre's daughter. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? And so security is doing what they're supposed to do. Even Dre hiring security and making people go through the third degree to go see him. I think all of that is on point. It's just that, you know, his people or his children, they ain't coming around enough for the staff to know who they are. And I think that is a problem, but you know, I raised my kids, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's easy for me to say. I don't have like, you know, I didn't get somebody pregnant and, you know, they live in another state or across town and I see them when I see them. So it's a little hard for me to comment, or I can comment, but it's like, it's hard for me to understand.
Well, let me say this. Come on. You raise your kids and you raise your kids well. You're a great father, man. You have damn near full custody of your boy that you share with your ex-wife, and you are the primary. Well, obviously, you're still with your wife and your second son. So, props to you as a father, man. I'm still a male rights activist, so I understand Dre's perspective, as crazy as that sounds, because I do think that they both need to reach out. I think that I hate that he doesn't have a relationship with her, but I can understand if there's some, because I have family members that are estranged with their kids. And for whatever reason, I'm not trying to blame the women, but the mom kind of poisoned the line a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And so they don't really get down with their own children because it's strained because of the voices that have been in their kids' head.
That's what 50 says about his son Marquise, man. They hate each other, but he was like, dude, it was really Marquise's mom that's just been like going in on in front of Marquise. So basically, Marquise is conditioned to hate his pops. I'm not saying 50's the greatest guy alive and the greatest father, you know, but it's like, you know, I'm not saying he's Cliff Huxtable.
He ain't Cliff. Speaking of Cliff, come on, we got to keep this moving, dude. Kathy Lee said Bill Cosby tried to kiss her. Now, when I read this, I was like, oh, here we go. More proof against Bill. But it wasn't. She said that I guess they worked together, and he tried to shoot a shot, and she said, "No, Bill, you're my friend," and he goes, "You're right. Good night." She said she found the allegations against him very painful because that's not the man that she knew. Come on, what does this say to you?
It says that Kathy Lee is doing her part to try to remain as loyal as she can be.
Wow.
Without, in this pressure of this Me Too movement.
Yeah.
Like she's
without
not
disrespecting the victims.
Right. She's not full Felicia Rashad.
No.
But this was as far as she could go because she said, I believe those women, every one of them. But this ain't the motherfucker I know. And she gives an example like he had action.
Yeah.
We worked together for 2 years. I'd never seen, he didn't do this shit to me. He was giving me drinks and stuff like that. Like, I never worried about anything getting spiked. I've seen him around people, making people drinks. I've never seen none of this shit. I didn't hear about it. I believe those women. But I've never seen it.
Never happened to me.
And not just it didn't happen to me. I worked with this man for 2 years. I was on the road with him. Wow. So I saw the chicks coming, I'm knowing she saw the groupies.
Yeah.
She's like, I didn't see none of this shit. Wow. Nothing like this. And so I think that Kathy Lee, I give her about a B minus. If we comparing Felicia with an A plus, a full throated like defense of this man, I would give her like a B minus because she said she believed the women.
Which is,
I think
I give her A because you're supposed. I don't mind. I'm not mad at her for believing the women because those women, that's their business. But from what I see, what I didn't like, man, is the way the story was spun. It was that Bill was like he tried to shoot a shot on a woman that didn't want him. They didn't.
Oh yeah, the headline was like Kathy Lee tells the tale of when Bill crossed the line or some shit.
Yeah, like what? Yeah, but it's like Kathy Lee Gifford on the moment Bill Cosby tried to kiss her. You think you know somebody. That was the headline. You think you know somebody. So I'm thinking, oh man, Bill, another person is talking bad about you. But then you read the article and you're like, yeah, he tried to kiss me. I was like, man, come on, Bill. Yo, we're friends. And he was like, okay.
Yeah.
What?
No punishment. Didn't kick me off the tour. Nothing like that.
Oh.
He was just like, all right.
There's that. We come back, man. James Harden. What is the deal with James Harden, man? He giving gifts to dudes, and he in the strip club during quarantine when he ain't supposed to be in the strip club. And later in the show, we have a Dear Irby from our girl Nadia from Brooklyn. She's back in more ways than one. Come out. I think you're going to be happy about what she has to say. What are we talking about? You'll find out soon in this MRA podcast. You listen to us, but Kamal and I want you to know that we listen to you too.
Even if we don't always respond to your tweets in a timely manner.
I love how you say we, man. So if you have some feedback, maybe you agree.
Maybe you disagree.
Or maybe you just want to tell us how much you love the show, or that you want to testify about how we specifically helped you out. Or maybe you just want to tell Kamal how he was right or wrong.
But mostly right.
Whatever you want to tell us, hit us on our social. I'm at Kyle Irby.
I'm at Angry Kamal.
Hit us up and you just might hear your comment on the air.
Promise. We'll be gentle.
Kamal, what the hell's going on with James Harden, dog?
Me not know.
I mean, the guy is pictures of him in the strip club. We're in the middle, I guess they're not supposed to be going anywhere because, obviously I forgot basketball season was already starting again. It's such a weird year. They're already in training camp. He had to miss because the COVID protocol was missed. He spotted at the strip club, the bucket naked. And we have talked about this on the show that if the NBA made provisions for their athletes and had a strip club inside their bubbles, we wouldn't have this problem. And I still believe that. I still believe they should have the best strippers from around the world, just like they have the best basketball players from around the world. And they should be NBA strippers. They don't want to align with that. They
best
feel like
medical staff, everything.
They should have the best everything come out, the best food. I read a story about a sister that was, competed and got a contract to serve these brothers. They got the best food. They got the best this. They stay in the best hotels. They should have world-class strippers, sanctioned strippers inside the bubble.
It's only right.
I mean, but that's not the point right now. What we're talking about is what in the hell? You lose your finish. James Harden, first he's in H-Town. First of all, we know Texas is COVID hot in the mug. He's also in the news because he gave the rapper Lil Baby a Prada duffel bag filled with honey buns and $100,000 in cash. Lil Baby said he gave me a Prada bag because he's proud of me, full of honey buns with the honey bun. You know what I'm saying? I guess a honey bun is like 100,000.
Wait, it was really literal honey buns? I thought it was some slang that I didn't know. It's like really honey buns? Like, dude, that's some weird shit.
I know, man. But maybe they were like jewelry honey buns. Because a honey bun is 100, right? And so a honey bun, I guess to them is 100,000. But to me, a honey bun is 100. And so I guess, whatever. I don't know. The point is, he gave my man a Richard Mille watch. Ask your wife how to pronounce that shit. I don't know. Because my man got two of them.
Richard Mille? You ever heard of that? Oh, she don't know.
It doesn't matter. He got two Richard Milles in one day. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is this nigga getting... He got $600,000 worth of gifts come out. I don't understand, dog. You know you my guy, man. We go way back to high school, man. We might have rival crews, man, but we brothers, bro. You not getting no goddamn gift from me for your birthday, bro. And I ain't getting one from you. I will show up to your event. I'll probably toss you a little something, I guess, but I'm not spending $600,000 on you, bro.
Depends on how much I got, man.
$40 million. Let's say you're making $40 million a year.
If I make a...
I'm gonna give you a nice little, man, you my guy, but nigga, I'm not spending $600,000, nigga. That's not happening.
$600,000 sounds like a lot, man, but when you make $40 million a year,
well, let's do some
not
math.
over a
lifetime. I was a math
lifetime.
teacher. I love math.
You got $40 million a year, and that's what he's making now. He's been in the league for like 10. Plus, he's got endorsements. You know, I don't know, Kyle.
$3 million a month.
Yeah, man. I don't know if that's that crazy. Here's the thing about it. Now, if you're comparing, you're saying with you and I.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe Lil Baby and James Harden are as tight as you and I.
That is very true.
So this might be $600,000, not for his boy, for an acquaintance, and that I have a problem with. Yeah, that's the weird shit.
That's weird.
Man, if it was something I thought that you would enjoy, you know what I'm saying, for your birthday, and it happened to cost like $600,
I got it.
Yeah, I got it.
And you got it too. That's the fun part. We both got it.
Kyle liked the new Bentleys, man. He liked that shit, man.
I'm not getting you a Bentley, dog. I can't. I can't. I'll get you a Bentley. I'll get you.
No, because you could buy your own
car
Bentley
seat. But even if we both got it like this, come out. I got you on a Bentley car seat. Like,
see,
I'm gonna get your Bentley tight. I'm gonna get you inside your interior hooked up. I'm gonna hook it up. I'm gonna put canals everywhere. Whatever you want. I'm gonna hook you. But I'm not buying no Bentley for no man. No. That just feels weird.
I know. I shouldn't have said that because honestly, if we're talking like this, we both can afford. I won't buy you shit that you can really get yourself, right? You know, but it would be something like, you know what I'm saying? If
you would,
I don't know.
No, you would. You would, because right now we make the same amount.
I mean, I would pay like Boys to Men to come, like, you know what I'm saying, perform at your birthday party or something
dope.
like that.
That's dope.
Yeah,
that works.
Like something like that. You know what I'm saying? It might cost me $600,000 or some shit.
But that's what you do, dog.
Right.
But giving a man jewelry and
cash,
bags, that's what you give to a woman. I don't understand that, and I'm not trying to make this a gay thing or whatever. But still, even. You know, it just don't make it. I don't understand it, bro.
Nah,
here's why I understand it. Here's where I get it. James Harden has a record label, and he either wants this guy on his label or this guy's on his label. Then yes, I understand the gift. What say you?
Oh, if James Harden is, definitely.
It makes sense, right? No,
makes sense.
I just made that up, by the way.
Oh, he doesn't have a record label.
Yeah. No, he does not. I just came up with the scenario to make it work.
Oh, yeah.
he said, "Oh, but then that makes sense."
Oh yeah, I'm like, okay, he basically trying to buy this guy's services.
Yeah,
no, he doesn't have a record label.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, okay.
So why would you do it? Oh man, we come back, man. Floyd Mayweather's talking about spending money. It's coming back to the ring. How do we feel about it? Find out next. It's the MRA Podcast. Guys, I have a comedy album. It's called Be a Man at All Times, and it's on, what's it on? Oh, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you stream your content.
It's a damn good comedy album.
I appreciate that, man. There's stand-up on there. Kamal and I wrote a whodunit mystery called The Case of the Missing Balls. That's on there.
Based on a true story.
Check out the album. Show your boy some support. And you can buy it on iTunes. Keyword buy it. Stop streaming. Kamal. Now, when I was thinking about this story, I was like, Kamal's going to hate on this story. He's going to love it. Because Kamal is so critical. Floyd Mayweather's returning to the ring, but not against a boxer. He's fighting exposition against Logan Paul, the older brother of the man who knocked our guy out, Nate Robb. Kamal, we're just going to get right to it. How do you feel about Floyd fighting an Instagram star?
Well, I can say you're pretty astute if you knew I was going to hate.
The only way I thought you was going to like it is because of he's avenging Nate.
What?
Nope, guess not. The look in your face, if they can see your face.
So a world-class Hall of Fame boxer.
I know, man.
Is going to fight some YouTube guy just because he beat up another guy who doesn't box.
And he didn't beat him up. He's the older brother of the guy that beat up your boy.
Oh, wait, what?
Dog. They're not the same guy. They just have the same last name as his bigger, older brother.
What the fuck does he? Why is he even fighting?
Because this guy's been calling Floyd out. That's the thing I don't like about it. He's been talking trash, trying to get bait Floyd, talking trash, and then, of course, his little brother knocks out your little homie. And so Floyd is furious. He stands to make some money, man. That's something I could think.
It's bullshit, man. It's bullshit,
man.
man. Here's the thing about it, man. Professionals have been calling this man out.
Yes.
Professional boxers have been calling this man out. Guys who, with great records, And so he's like, nah, shit don't make sense. Don't make no money. You're going to fight a guy who's not a professional for some millions. Now, as his accountant, I think he's winning, counting his pockets. I think, hey, man, easy payday. But don't get... See, here's the thing about it. Floyd talks shit afterwards like he really did something.
Yeah.
When he beat up McGregor and stuff like that, it's like, dude, you fought a guy who never had a professional boxing
Floyd
match.
always picked his fights, Kamal. He didn't fight Pacquiao until the advantage was his. And that's what I would recommend to all of you women and men out there. Do not bite off more than you can chew. I don't know why people talk about, man, I always wanted to get with that woman. She's a challenge. Man, fuck a challenge. Don't do that. Go with where you can have success. Go with, if you can't imagine it going your way, why would you? I don't understand it. If you want a challenge, play all Madden. That's a challenge. You want a challenge? Get a jigsaw puzzle. That's a challenge. But why would you? I don't understand biting off something more than you can chew, especially when your life or your heart is on the line. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. So it's going to be a cakewalk. Honestly, this is not even a sparring session because he's usually sparring professional fighters.
Yeah, it's a joke, man.
I would be like, yo, man, just obviously you're no match for me.
Yeah.
And your little brother beat up my little homie, so I'll get my little homie to beat up your big brother.
True.
Up and comer guys, but him?
It checks the boxes, Kamal. It's a safe fight for him. It's going to be a major payday because people want to see Floyd put tips on this dude. And it's a safe deal, man. I understand why he's doing it. I don't all the way respect it, but guess what? My eyes will be watching it. When we come back, man, speaking of boxing, we got a sad story about a female boxer who allegedly beat her husband to death. And after that, we have a Dear Irby from our girl Nadia from Brooklyn. She's back. Find out why. It's MRA Podcast. Hey guys, what's up? If you're enjoying this show, do us a favor and donate to our Patreon.
Word.
Just go to www.patreon.com. That's Patreon.com and make a donation to the MRA podcast of Kyle and Kamal.
Word.
It's that simple. Listen to the show, love the show, share the show, break the show off with some dough.
Bars.
Kamal, you sent me this story. A female boxer allegedly put tips on her husband. Now, this is what I was talking about. Why are you getting with a woman that can whoop your ass? Why would you do it? Well, I'm not getting with a woman that can beat my ass. Never. I've never hit a woman. If she started whooping my ass, I need to know that I can reverse every move.
Right.
What say you, Kamal? What's going on?
Kyle, this is a tragedy.
It is a tragedy.
I do not want to make light of the situation.
But you're about to. We're comedians. Fuck
this
it.
has to be the most embarrassing shit ever. If there is a heaven, it's like prison asking everybody what you in for, and they're like, how'd you die? How'd you die? It's gotta tell people my wife killed me. It's like, what, she poisoned you?
Man, she shot you, my nigga?
Yeah, burned you in your bed when you sleeping? I'm like, nah, nigga. She put tips on me.
She beat my ass until I was dead.
How the fuck does this happen? She had to either like just catch him slipping, just cold cocked him, because I refuse to believe that he squared up. They both squared up, and she just peppered him and caught him on the button. She's
a professional fighter. You really think you could take Layla Ali come out? No.
I think I can keep Layla Ali from beating me to death, though.
I don't know. They're
think
professionals. I always assume a professional fighter, especially a big one, you don't want to fight them because, I mean, you know what it'd be like, man? It would be like a normal person getting into a shooting contest, meaning bagging, with a comedian like yourself. They're going to lose. They're going to say a couple things. And, you know, man, every once in a while, that guy, you know, that whoop-de-whoop. But if you get some time, dude, you're going to eviscerate him, man. This is what you do. You are a verbal comedian. Good luck. Do not step this way. I will make you want to cry and jump. I will make you want to jump. You don't want to do this. You don't want to spar with the comedian with words. And you don't want to spar with a fighter, male or female for the comedian either. You do not want to step to Cheryl Underwood. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt bad. And I'm not marrying no female that could beat me up. It's not happening, Kamal.
I think I can get away. I think I gotta run or some shit. I think, honestly, I can keep a female boxer from beating me to death. I'm not saying I can beat a female boxer. I could lose.
You're not gonna die though.
I think I'll survive
it's like if you
that night.
It's like if you're with a female, what's it called, WNBA player. You're not beating her in basketball unless you're a pro. You're not beating her. You think you're beating her. You're not beating her. She's gonna shoot the lights out on you.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna die.
Dude, I think I'll live to, file a police report. I think what kind of bitch is calling the police? You know what I'm saying? You followed the police report. That's what this nigga thought. He was not gonna call the police. He sat there and took it like a man.
He took it like a man until, man, he took it too far, man. When we come back, man, we got a Dear Irby. Our girl Nadia is back in more ways than one. I think you're going to be happy about this. What do I mean? You'll find out next. It's the MRA Podcast. You need some advice in your relationship
and can't afford a therapist?
Yeah. Hit us up and we'll get you through this.
We won't even charge you a copay.
Exactly. The Dear Irby letter is our longest standing segment on the MRA, dating all the way back to the webisodes. This is where we truly save relationships one listener at a time. We've saved marriages.
Encouraged divorce.
Taught a guy how to please his woman.
Encouraged divorce.
Yeah, so hit us up for advice and we'll help you out. Send your emails to dearirby@themrapodcast.com. That is dearirby@themrapodcast.com. Let's get in this Dear Irby letter.
Let us.
Dear Irby, thank you for reading my letters. Y'all are dope. I'm still in a good place about the breakup. For those of you who don't know, Nadia, I usually preface Nadia's shit, man. Nadia's an OG. Nadia she been with us for a while, getting advice from us, and she's a free spirit, and we love to see her out doing her thing, and we love Nadia from Brooklyn. She's one of our most, she writes in the most. Anyway, and the point is, at the beginning of the pandemic, she got with a dude. He was religious. He said he wanted to be with her, but it turns out that dude was looking for more of a religious woman, and he let her go. So now she's back. She's been cut loose. Did I break it down right, Kamal?
Yeah.
Okay, so she says, I'm still in a good place because she just wrote us about the breakup. She said, here's the thing. I went out with that guy because the day she wrote her, she said she's going hiking with some guy. She said it wasn't a date. All right, I went out with that guy that I said it wasn't a date, but for him it was. I don't know why she says for him it was. That's weird, but whatever. I was cool with it. I guess he'd been attracted to me. Oh, you guess, huh? You think? Like the rest of America, everybody listened to the MRA podcast, every guy and some girls. I guess he's been attracted to me and just waiting to hear that I had broken up. Matter of fact, one of our writers, one of our listeners hit us maybe last week, was like, I'm so happy that Nadia from Brooklyn is single again. He's never going to hit, but he was happy that she was single again.
He was ready for his shot.
Yeah, anyway, so he said, so anyway, back to the letter. She said, I guess he's been attracted to me, just waiting to hear that I had broken up. So we've been hooking up ever since, hooking up in quotes. Nothing too serious, but great fun sexually. However, I do want to fall in love with someone and am willing to marry someday. I really don't think I want to see myself sleeping with only one person the rest of my life. Do you think that there's a guy who exists like that, who will love me and allow me to be me? That's what I want. Nadia from Brooklyn. This looks like Nadia's come full circle from her first letter. Come on, what you got to say, dog?
Well, to answer her question, is there a guy who exists like that who will love her for her and allow her to be herself? Yes. It's not me.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I couldn't deal with it, Nadia.
Yeah.
But obviously, man, we talked about a couple of weeks ago, Brad Pitt's ex-girlfriend was married to a dude who... Married to married to a dude who let her go out and just do her.
Have fun with Brad Pitt.
Yeah, as long as she came home, eventually he was good. I think that, Nadia, if you want this, it's doable. But the guy's going to have to be a little on the older side.
That's a very good point, Kamal.
Yeah, it's going to have to be on some sugar daddy shit. Because the thing about it is, man, somebody your age is not going to be cool with this arrangement. He is not going to be cool with his wife coming back from being with another man. Now, older man, sugar daddy type of guy, he's just happy you coming back. He's just happy that, he's on the team, that he gets to be around you and stuff like that, man. But a guy who, around your age, who still has, other options, he ain't gonna stand for this shit. Well, I'm thinking most guys won't. And then and that's gonna be hard for you. But somebody who's probably been married before, a widower, has been divorced, has got cash and stuff like that, man. He's like, listen, I'm secure. I just want somebody to look at, something nice to look at and roll around with, man. But listen, I don't want to cage no birds and stuff like that. And so I think that's what you have to, I don't say look for, but that type of guy is the only guy I can see who's going to be down with that arrangement, because that's a pretty tall order, Nadia, man. It seems like you got the everybody loves Mary. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, something about Mary
vibe. Something about Mary vibe. And so you just got guys falling in love and stuff like that, man. So if they're falling in love, they ain't going to share you. Unless they feel they're lucky enough just to have you. Now, if they're lucky enough to have you, it's like, hey, man, do you, baby. Wow. So temper expectations, man. Find the right guy, but he is out there. It ain't me. I wish it was, but nah.
You ain't lying. Hey, man, great job, Juju. When we come back, I'm gonna weigh in. Yo, what's up? I'm Kyle.
And I'm Kamal.
And you're listening to the MRA podcast, where men come to talk and women come to eavesdrop. Kamal, as usual, great job. You opened my eyes to some things, man. But let's go back to her letter. She says, thank you guys for reading my letters. You're welcome, Nadia. We love you. Y'all are dope. We agree. So are you. I'm still in a good place about the breakup. I'm glad, because breakups are hard, Kamal. I'm not really good at it. Breakups are tough. Here's the thing. I went out with that guy. He said it wasn't a date, but for him it was. That's weird. I guess, I get it. For her, she was just going out because she's oblivious at her powers, Kamal. That's the problem. She's oblivious with her power, just like Mary on Something About Mary. Just like Kathy Lee Gifford was. I mean, in her day, I'm sure she was like, all these guys, they just want me. Who was like that too? Jane Fonda. It's like, all these guys, they keep just trying to get with me. I don't
understand it.
I don't understand. Oblivious with your powers. So she said, I guess he'd been attracted to me. Yeah, he's waiting here. I broke up. You damn right. He was waiting patiently. So here's the thing, Nadia. That's what you need to do. Don't get with the guy. So here's the problem. Nadia can have anybody. And so it's kind of hard. It's kind of like, come on, when you have too many skills. And this sounds so arrogant, but sometimes I wish I could do less. Like I could do a lot of things pretty good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could hit a baseball. I could play a little hoops. I'm pretty good at football. But because I'm pretty good at so many things, it took me a while to find out what I'm great at. Because I'm wasting my time with all these pretty good things. There's a lot of comedy writers who are failed comedians. You know, the writers' rooms are full of them. And they tried it, they couldn't do it. So they didn't waste their time doing it because they realized right away, oh, can't do that. But being pretty good at stuff, having so many options, that's why I don't like too many options come out. I cannot stand it. I remember my mom used to hate it when I opened up the refrigerator and just stared at it. She hated that come out. And you know, to this day, I don't do that. I won't open the fridge until I know what I want. I don't open menus at restaurants. And I can't stand when I'm there with a young lady and she don't know what the fuck she want. I'm like, motherfucker, we at IHOP. You know what they sell. We're at a Mexican restaurant. What the hell do you think they have? It drives me crazy, dog. Does your wife know what she wants when she orders? I feel like she's one that wouldn't.
Oh my gosh.
Of course, I know it.
Dude, the waitress comes by twice.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
We're at a... Anyway, so we're at a IHOP. You can't... Come on, man. You know, you don't have to look at the menu. Well, I might want something different.
Yeah,
so
that's way out.
Huh?
That's way out. I don't get that one.
I don't get it either, man. I know exactly what I want. Matter of fact, after we finish recording, I already know what I'm about to eat. Anyway, not the point. So, too many options can be very confusing. Matter of fact, I'm reading Shaft right now, the original novel Shaft. Like because I read a bunch of my man. What's his name? Rollins. What's my boy's name? Easy Rollins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just finished Black Betty. Deep as hell. Not as fun. You know, but anyway, not the point. The point is, before I picked this book, you know what I said? What kind of book do you want to read? And I described it, and then I was like, boom, I got it. Let's see if I was like, I wonder if Shaft was based on a book, and it was. I was like, yes. So anyway, I wanted that. Anyway, not the point. You got to know what you want. When you could do a little bit of everything, it can mess you up. Nadia has so many options. That's her problem. Too many options because she's got that magic. So she doesn't understand. But the good news of having too many options is you got options. But you're just going to have to sift through it. You have to be brutally honest and know what you want. And as soon as it's not, you don't have to settle. Some people, they better settle. Nadia, she don't have to settle. She can say exactly what she wants. So don't get too detailed with your lists. Remember, Nadia had lists. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's crazy. Not that. I don't mean it by that. But what I mean is, I want to be able to sleep with a bunch of men. This is talking as Nadia. And, I want you to love me and accept me and not slut shame me and blah, blah, blah. I promise you that's out there. Where can we find you?
Twitter and Instagram at Angry Kamal.
I am at Kyle Irby, KYLEERBY. We are both at the MRA Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. At KyleIrby.com is where you can see, some commercials I've done, like my new one that's running. It's on KyleIrby.com. You can see some, comedy videos I've done, blah, blah, blah. It's all there. The NYPodcast.com is where you can check out 123 of our episodes, like the time we talked about in episode 64 about those two athletes fighting. We got all that now from Brooklyn. So just go there, enjoy yourself, stay a while. Come out, you bring it every time. I appreciate you, brother. Ladies, we love you. Fellas, be a man at all times.
Deuces.
MRA.